Oh, wow, look at my face. Oh my Lord. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, but this isn't about whether or not I'm shaved. This is about making cute little puppy you can use. Cute little baby. Aw, let's do it, shall we? Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this little balloon doggy. Let me give him a quick spin-a-rooney there. Aha! Spin-a-rooney. Anybody remember that back from the old wrestling days? Yes? No? Maybe? Alright. Name that wrestler if you remember who used to do the spin-a-rooney. Time to test your knowledge, right? And why not? You probably got a little time on your hands, don't you? Maybe so? Yes? Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the balloons we're going to use to make this little puppy whoopee. Yep. Let's do that now. Alright, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, I'm adding more and more videos, but I want to let you know that normally this will be on my Patreon site, and it probably will move to there in a couple weeks, but I just wanted to make sure you had something to play around with, something to help pass the time if you're not doing other things like maybe organizing your balloon kit, or cleaning your house, or maybe doing your taxes. Fun stuff like that, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the balloons we're going to use and how much air is in them. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the first one here. The rose balloon. I just did enough for our little tongue there, okay? And the only additional tool that I have, aside from what you see here, is a cutter over here on my pocket. But let's go ahead and keep going along here because I am going to trim this with the cutter. So I just want to make sure to talk about that while it's on my mind. All right, and so I have a round balloon that's underinflated. Nice and soft. Normally this is a 5-inch, but definitely keeping it super underinflated because we're going to split that later, all right? Black balloon, you see I have over a hand's grip, about 2 hands width there. Okay, 2 hands grips there. We're not going to use all of it as well. Actually, I take that back. We are, but not in its entire portion like this because we're going to break off pieces of it, okay? So make sure you have a pump handy and nearby, okay? Because it's definitely hard to pump up a balloon once it's been broken off, once the little lip is gone, you know what I mean? So, and then the main portion, that's the body part. We're gonna start with this. I have squished this balloon, and even with the squish, it still has a hand's grip on the end, okay? I squished it and I stretched it, all right? So let's go ahead and get ready to twist this little doggy balloon. Oh yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start ourselves with a loop. The old loop, can't forget a loop. There you go. And I pulled that nozzle right through this, that way we don't lose it, okay? And it's about 3 fingers, and it has a, there we go. If your own eyebrow or eyelash hair falls on something and you blow it off, you get to make your own wish. Does that make sense? No? Is that only something that if someone else's falls? I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and keep moving forward, shall we? I'm gonna do about a hand's grip there, and we'll do a pinch twist on the top. There we go. And we're gonna go up and down. We're gonna do that 3 more times. So another one. Then come right back down to that loop. And then we're gonna go right back up to the pinch twist. And then we're gonna come right back down again one more time. And we get one more squish. There we go. That's feeling pretty good so far. So we end up with a cluster of 4 bubbles on the top there. All right. There it is. So far, so good. Let me adjust them a little bit. There we go. All right, good. Now, one thing that I didn't do, let me point out this, when I went around the pinch twist up there, I didn't twist before. I just made sure that it went around once just so it stays there, because the balloon's going to go up and down. It's going to go around there a couple times, so you don't have to be concerned about the air somehow leaking back into this one and making this thing lopsided, okay? It's going to get trapped in there. The only reason I say is because we don't want to use up all those twists making this balloon inch towards the end, okay? I want to maximize how much, you know, body I can get out of this. In this case, I can do pretty much the whole body before I have to add the ears or the nose with our black balloon, okay? Hopefully if that makes sense. If it does, please say yes. Yes, good. Okay, let's move forward, shall we? All right, so we got our little neck bubble there. And we'll do about, we're gonna do a little bitty legs there. I don't want them to be too long, but we have plenty of balloon left over. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this, all right? I'm not in any danger of anybody pulling this apart right now, but if you're out on the job, you definitely don't want people pulling your balloons apart, trying to undo them, okay? So I'm doing, with the lock twist, I'm just gonna pull this through here. There we go. And that'll keep it nice and secure, right? And right now it looks a little goofy, but that's okay. This is Pluto. No, it's not Pluto. What am I talking about? It is a white dog. We all know that Pluto is a, is he a goldenrod or is he a yellow? So many questions in this episode, right? All right, I'll take it down a notch. No more questions, only answers. All right, so we got our back legs here. Trying to match them there, like looks good. And now I can go ahead and lock that tail. Yeah, it's like mid-level of pressure. It's not that bad. Okay, there we go. I like that. Let me go ahead and bring it this way. Looking good, looking good. Let's go ahead and grab our black balloon and we'll go ahead and attach some ears and a nose. And oh, actually, before we do that, why don't we add the little cheeks and then we can do the ears and the nose. Let me go ahead and hide that. Here's our round balloon. We're gonna go ahead and split that. So the way I'm gonna do this, for anybody who's never done this, is I'm putting my finger on the nozzle, okay? On the nozzle, there you go. And now I can push on that. It's gonna kind of, give a good place for it to divide or split in half, okay? And so what'll happen sometimes, just, another little tip here is when you first do this, it might end up lopsided like this. And that's okay if you're kind of making like a goofy character and you want the eyes to not be, symmetrical. That's okay. That it's good context, to kind of create that character. But in this case, we want the cheeks to be pretty darn even. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that untwist a little bit and I'm going to squeeze on the side that has more air. And you'll see they start to balance out when we do that. All right. So very important. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. All right. Very nice. Okay. So the reason I want these underinflated is because I am going to press them into our cheek area, and I don't want to destroy this round balloon in the process, all right? Because, could get a little weak if it's overinflated. Very important, all right? So let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to push it from under our, this is going to be our nose, mouth area. I'm going to press it from underneath there and put it into place, okay? So let me go ahead and do that now. Good. Just roll it until you find the right spot there that you're looking for. I like that. Looks good. Okay. And kind of wedge it there. Good. Okay. Looks like we got him. All right, so he's got his big, cute cheeks there ready to go. So just work with it. You'll get used to it after a while. Something to think about, if you want to make this design a different way. You obviously don't have to do this 4-bubble cluster, but I just want to make sure we got a good spot for the eyes to go to and just have a nice full size for it, okay? But just as a replacement, these are all, tips for people who are pros. Not to be long-winded, but I just want to make sure that we just really expand on this and what could you do as an alternative if you don't have round balloons. And that is, you could make these that we use for the back head. You could do these as a couple loops. But what makes it look really cute is our big round cheeks there, okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get our black balloon and get ready to make those ears. Alright, so there it is. Let's go ahead and create a couple loops here. I'm gonna do about a hand's width there. More like 4 fingers, okay? And then just match it up, do another one that's about 4 fingers. If these aren't identical, that's okay. As long as they're pretty darn close, I think that's the main thing. All right, so now we can take them and we can wrap them into our pinch twist here. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come from behind the pinch twist, and I'm kind of grabbing on the pinch twist a little bit, but I just need one of the ears to make it around. See that? One of the ears has made it around, and I do that by twisting the balloon around, okay? I'm not trying to pull it through. It's a combination of the two, all right? So once I make it, it's about the middle there. Now I can pass this other ear to the other side, all right? There we go. That'll help really lock it in place. So our ear that we initially started with ends up on the opposite side, okay? But it just came here just to make it, have it lock into place, and this other ear is gonna help secure it when we come back the other way, all right? And let's go ahead and break off the rest of this because we're gonna get ready to make ourselves our nose, all right? So let me go ahead and break that little baby off. I'll pump this up in just a minute. But just to be on the safe side with our ear, I have a little tail on the back here. I don't see it. It looks like it's in there pretty secure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna push this piece in the back here. I'm just gonna push it inside here, okay? So we don't lose it. There we go. And there I can see the nozzle there was there too. So I'm gonna push them both down inside there and we get ourselves a nice little cute ear. So let's go ahead and pump up the balloon for our nose. Okay, so I pumped it up and I just tied it off on the end there. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this off. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this piece here. It's gonna help connect the nose with our tongue. So let me go ahead and trim this off. You can tear it off if you got the nails for it. But in this case, I got my cutter down here, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, so go ahead and put that little baby away just for a second. There we go. All right, and I'm actually gonna tie a knot on the end of this. There we go. Okay, a little short knot there. Hopefully you can see that. Let me put it against my hand there. I think you can see that either way. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, actually, let's trim our pink down so that way we can get ready to add the two together, okay? So we got our pink, trim it down, looks nice and neat. Okay, and they're gonna be connected. So we have ourselves a cute little nose, and the last piece that we're gonna do is the eyes. So let me go ahead and hide that just for a second. All right, so all I'm gonna do is push the knot of this end down through this loop here. There we go. Alrighty, and I can go ahead and put that right through the tongue there, and we'll be good to go. All right. So this knot's coming through the bottom there. It's gonna go right through, feed right through the tongue. I'm gonna hold it there for a second. See, it's feeding through. Now I can twist this and just really wind it around there, and you can pull it back through if you wish. I'm gonna do that now. Okay. And you can see it helps the little tongue stay in place. There we go. Hopefully that makes sense. Alrighty. So now let's get ready to add our eyes, and we will make it to the end of the sculpture. So far, hopefully this has been pretty easy for you. And did I tell you why I chose white? Yes, no, maybe? Because I had white rounds? Yeah, okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get ready to make those eyes. All right, so to make the eyes, I'm just gonna pump a little bit of air into the balloon. Out of all the, portions of this, that's probably gonna be the most challenging thing, but even it's not that bad, okay? So let's see about, there we go. I like that. This can be pretty good because I'm gonna split that in just a moment, all right? Let's see. All right, so I just tied it off, there we go. So it's a itty bitty bubble. I'm gonna split that in half. There we go. Looks good, looks pretty darn even. Talk about giving you something to do. That'll be something to do right there. Trying to split those pretty evenly. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and tie that off right there. I like that. So once I got this tied off here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in. I'm gonna pull it really tight. Okay, there we go, because I really want those to split in half. And I'll do it. I'm gonna actually tie it a second time. There we go. Good. That's gonna give me the eyes I want. If you want, you could split this again. You see how there's a little segment. They're not actually pinch twisted in half. But if you wanted to do that, you could definitely do that. Like, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll do it for you. There you go. See, if you want to pinch twist it in half, you can. And now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this air here. Actually, I take that back. It doesn't matter if this air is in here, but I'm gonna put a knot on the end, okay? But just be mindful, if you do put a knot, there's still some pressure in there. So you can do is bite a little hole in it if you wish to do, or cut it off, either one, okay? And now I'm gonna tie a little knot in the back here. Again, it's one of those things where I can fish for it when I jam it through those the eye area. So let me go ahead and cut that little extra off. There we go. Oh, see, and it came undone on itself anyway. It untwisted, so I'm not too concerned about it turning into two pinch twists. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fish this little piece right in between the eyes there until I can reach it from the back here, okay? Alrighty, just give it a nice little pull. And when I say a nice pull, I mean a good pull. And I'm also holding on the front end, I'm holding those eyes against there, so I'm not gonna let this snap back. I'm just gonna push it inside there, okay? There we go. Now I can move the eyes a little bit, adjust them. There we go. Good. I can adjust my ears. I can have them pop up if I want to. Let me go and spin it around so you can see. Ta-da! We got ourselves a cute little doggy. Cute little doggo. Oh yeah. Cutie, cutie, cutie. And what's nice too is if you wish, you can also, there's definitely room, look around the neck there. You can definitely put a little collar leash thing on them if you wish to do so, okay? Alrighty, so there it is right there. Let me hold up the other one. Oh yeah. Oh, and look at this. See, look at that. Look at the tails. Ha! I had better proportions on this one than this one. I wonder why that happened. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. Well, at least I thought I did anyway. Anyway, there it is right there. Hopefully you enjoyed this nice little doggy that you can make while you're hanging out and working on your skills. So that way when you come back, you'll be better than ever. Yeah. All right, so last but not least, let me leave you with a reminder to subscribe to the channel if you wish to do so. excuse me, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon channel. Remember I said at the very beginning of the video that this will probably be up for a little bit, and then it'll probably go over to my Patreon members. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys kind of get a sense of stuff that is over there on my my Patreon channel. So I invite you to do so. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are being safe out there, being smart, and like I said, I hope you get back and you got all kinds of gigs. You're ready to go so you can have yourselves a nice springtime and a nice summer. So I'll see you guys next time. Happy twisting. Bye.